Hello, hello everyone. We're back with Tavern Talks, episode 16, and we've got a few things to cover. No, I'll say a few things, but actually not quite a lot to be fair, because we've pretty much covered everything upcoming, haven't we, really, so far?
Yeah, very recently.
So we've covered the state of play and everything. So we're just going to chill out, relax, talk about, so as you can, we'll be talking about,
Everyone's favourite webhead.
yes, yeah, so as J. Jonah Jameson calls him, a menace. We'll get on to Spider. We'll get on to Spider-Man, who will swing into action later. So, start off. Invincible Versus is coming out at the end of April, April 30th to be exact. And we've already got the confirmed characters as of March 2026. So the roster is going to be for the game. Invincible, obviously. Omni-Man, obviously. Asimov, Rexplode, Bulletproof, Lucan, Thea, Robot, Monster Girl, Cecil Stedman. I mean, I don't know how he's going to fight. Because he's just got an all to do with technology, isn't he? But he is quite smart, so it'll be interesting to see how he plays against someone like Omni-Man, I suppose. We've got Battle Beast as well, which we're quite excited about because everyone likes Battle Beast. Elemental, who's going to be an original character for the game, so she's not actually, as far as I'm aware, she's not actually appeared in the show or in the comics. Anissa, Duplicate, Powerplex, and there's going to be 4 DLC post-launch characters coming as well. So quite an impressive roster to start off with.
Yeah, definitely.
Thoughts?
So, sorry, did you say was the original character?
Yes, Elemental. She's called Elemental. I think she got showcased at the Game Awards, if I remember correctly, because we showed her off fighting Invincible, and she kicked Invincible butt in the demonstration. But so by the looks of it, seeing the gameplay, she's pretty much just Storm by the looks of it. She's pretty much Storm from the X-Men. Except controls the elements instead of controlling the weather. So little bit of a difference there. I just thought is that Storm when I first saw it. So that's just me though. That's X-Men fan now. So thoughts on the roster? I mean, I'm quite excited for this roster, especially with Battle Beast being on there.
Obviously, these characters, to be fair.
Mm.
But worth a shot, definitely, when it comes out, so.
Quite strong roster by the looks of it. I'm quite excited to play as Battle Beast. Battle Beast is just awesome because he just lives to fight. It's just like he just lives to fight. I mean, he's looking for a challenge, and and that's why I like Battle Beast because in the show he was like you get Battle Beast, he fights off Atomeve and her crew, beats them all, and then just go, don't beat them all, but he's like, oh, these are beneath me, and then just like disappears. He just like walks away from the fight because he was just like, these guys aren't worth my time. They're not even a challenge. So that's Battle Beast for you. So I really, really, really hope he has a line similar like that in the game. That'd be quite funny.
It's all the same voice actors and everything you think it would.
It is, yes, and it is. I'm glad we are doing this. Drop a memory on that. But it is going to be the original cast from the show voicing the characters. So you've got the guy, we've got I can't remember any of the actors or actresses' names.
JJ Simmons is Omni-Man, obviously.
JJ Simmons, yeah. Can't believe we've got JJ Simmons. Can't believe I forgot that, but he's going to be voicing Omni-Man. So that's it. Right, my thoughts. I do have a question though. Who do you want to see added to the roster? Because we've already got 4 DLC confirmed post launch. Among those 4 DLC characters, who would you like to see added? And let us know who you'd like to see added as well down in the comments. Me personally, I think that would.
That'd be a good choice. Would these all be at once, or do you think these will be sporadically spread out like over the year?
Well, personally, if the game's successful enough, I can't see. I mean, like I said, we've already got 4 DLC post-launch characters to add. So if the game does well, which I think it will, I can't see any reason not adding more characters as time goes on. because the Invincible world is quite a big world. There's quite a few comics and obviously the show as well. So I'd like to see that added, maybe Darkwing.
Any potential crossovers, maybe?
Well, we did do in the comic. Well, to be fair, in the comics we did do a Spider-Man crossover, and we did a Revis Spawn crossover as well. And in the show, they folks fun at DC because it shows as Invincible's traveling through the multiverse. It shows him sat on a rooftop, and he goes, "Wait, you dress as a bat, and you're a man, and that's your name." So it's obviously Batman poking fun at DC there. So maybe a potential Batman crossover, like we could see Batman added in. That'd be pretty fun. And we've already done a crossover in the comics with Spider-Man. So I'm hoping we do have Spider-Man in there as well. That'd be pretty fun.
That'd be interesting, just to see.
It's if Marvel allows it though. That's the thing.
Well, Marvel, Sony.
We didn't allow it. We allowed it for the comics, but then allowed it for the show for whatever reason. So we didn't officially get it in the show, unfortunately. Yeah, but like you said, who would you like to see it?
See, I'm trying to remember all the characters off the top of my head because it's like you said, there's a fair bit of a roster, isn't there? But you also said like the Guardians from the beginning.
Yeah.
That Omni-Man killed.
Yeah.
Like, they are not present on that roster, so they could definitely be among the characters that we can later implement.
Yeah. 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 There you go. 100%. I mean, I'd like to see the Immortal. I'd like to see Immortal, and maybe Immortal. Maybe he's one of the DLC characters coming post launch. Hopefully, fingers crossed, because he is the Immortal after all. Maybe part of the show, doesn't he? So, and he's the only surviving member of the Guardians because, well, he's the Immortal. Like you can't truly kill him. The only way to actually stop him is by decapitating him. But if you reattach his head, he comes back to life basically. So
you have to break him down more or less, wasn't it? Atomic level, like literally knock him down to nothing or something.
Well, no, it's got the Immortal. He's just Immortal.
Yeah, but if there's nothing left, you're not really. Oh.
Anyway,
moving
on. You've just completed
Resident Evil. I talked about this, but I was completely wrong because the back half of the game it really is just like nostalgia. It really is because the first half you more or less playing it mostly from Grace's perspective through that, which is like okay, you're stuck in a situation, you're trapped in this environment with zombies. The second half it very much is more Leon based, so it is. Well, like you kicking ass, really.
Yeah.
Which is really good. And there's quite a few nods to previous Resident Evil games in there.
How so? So
can't say too much because there will be spoilers and stuff like that. But there's a lot of nods, a lot of throwbacks. No, I was going to say something then. I'm going to stop. But there are a couple of sequences during the raccoon scene portion of the game that I think people are really going to enjoy there as well.
So. Well, I know it's currently sold out. Is it sold out already, or?
Yeah, I think Patrick said this
last week.
Last week, yeah, it completely sold out on digital. But copies. And
it's pretty much number one on Steam.
Copies. Like it's just skyrocketed that game, and I can easily see why this is the best installment of Resident Evil we've had for a while. So it's really, really good.
Yeah. So well, I'm not massive Resident Evil fan, so
because the base game recommends that you play first person for Grace, third person for Leon. But I might switch it up now. But you can also have the options to change the atmospheric filter and set that to Apocalypse this time, and just go in with the classic mode.
Is there a VR option as well?
Unfortunately, no.
No. I was going to say, we did do a
If we did have it, that'd be insane. I would love that.
Didn't we do a Resident Evil VR? Have we already done one?
They did it with Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. I can't remember if they did it with 8. I don't think they did. But I think they were just experimenting with VR because, PlayStation just got the VR at the time.
Well, you think we would have done a VR version only for the hardcore horror fans?
Mm-hmm. This game, it definitely just pays a lot of homage, and I think a lot of hardcore Resident Evil fans really will enjoy it. So if you haven't tried it already, do it.
Alright, Palpatine.
Now.
Right. So, 100% recommend them if you are a Resident Evil fan. Mm-hmm. Right, okay. There we go. So, Resident Evil 9 run. And I've got some news myself. I've just recently started a new game myself. I'm not. I've just recently started Mafia at the moment. I'm the also about to start Chapter 4. No, but I wasn't a big fan of the intro. Like I said, I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to give any spoilers. Because I do want to do a full episode on Mafia Real Country and direct to all the games. But from what I've played so far, the intro was just, to me, it felt like just a generic standard intro, nothing too special about it. But as I've played on, it has picked up a bit, has got a bit better. There is a chapter rule, a mission, that is an actual throwback to Mafia 1. Like I say, I'm not going to spoil it too much just because you haven't played the game, but we will be doing I'll do a full episode and a full breakdown later on the line once I've completed the old one. But so far, it's actually really, I'm liking it. It's really, really good so far. Like I said, I'm only up to chapter 4, and it just keeps getting better and better from the intro. Like I said, the intro to me didn't stand out. It wasn't anything special. It was just generic standard opening to introduce the game, the characters, and all that. But as you move on, obviously, you do end up joining, but you end up joining the Don. Well, a specific Don. There's multiple different Dons because it is set in Sicily. So there's multiple different Dons, and you end up joining this one, and things just carry on from there, really, basically so far. But I can't say too much about it, just because you haven't played it, you are a Mafia fan, a fan of the Mafia games, should I say. But yeah, no, look like it's going to be okay. Look like it's going to be a good game, a good story. So keep an eye out for the breakdown and the comparison once I've completed the game, and I'll speak more about it. And just I'll give it an honourable mention. Right, so without further ado, let's swing into action with the one and only public's number one, Menace. And we're going to be talking about the Insomniac Spider-Man games. So we're going to be talking about Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, and Miles Morales, and what could potentially be in Spider-Man 3 as well. So it's all the end bit's going to be all speculation and rumours anyway. So not really talking about it. It'll just be us having a bit of fun and trying to come up with let's carry on with Spider-Man 2.
We're gonna talk about
the
Spider-Man trilogy of games as well, because they did have their own games respectively as well.
They did, yes.
So
yeah, I only ever played the first two. I don't remember playing the third one. I remember swinging out in the black suits on most of them.
That pretty much settles it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd have to think then, I don't know why. My brain's going, I'm getting old.
Yeah, there's a few really good Spider-Man games out there. Not played them all, but the ones I have played, they've been memorable.
Yeah, I've not played all of them. I played a handful. So I've done I did the PlayStation 1 one. I did the Spider-Man original, so one's tied to the film. And I've done Spider-Man Friend or Foe. I did that on the PSP. And I've also done what's it called now? I didn't make them, it's gone. Well, I've done Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Miles Morales. Spider-Man Friend or Foe? What's the other one?
Spider-Man Ultimate.
That's the one.
The one with
where you can eat, well, not eat people, but drain the life force and spit the bodies out.
Yeah, we just switch back and forth between Venom and Spider-Man throughout the campaign. That was a very good one.
Yeah, and I did like the art stuff. I think it was like an actual comic strip. It was really, really clever.
Yeah, really well done.
But obviously, Insomniac Spider-Man. I mean, absolutely fantastic games. I think. I mean, Miles Morales is basically like you not played Miles Morales, have you?
No, I know it's the shortest one of the three Insomniac installments for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So
see, I've heard a lot. I've seen a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people moan about Miles Morales, and they don't class it as the proper Spider-Man game because it's so short. And I know people call it Spider-Man 1.5. But no, it is its own standalone game, and I quite liked it personally because it sees the growth of Miles Morales, and we get that character development. And if you haven't played Miles Morales and you play Spider-Man 2, you don't really know where he's coming from, don't really know like his backstory, don't really know what he's had to go through.
You do get
all the events stamps in it. You do get a few nods to it.
You do get some context, yes, because like with him and
Mr. Nixon.
Like the backstory there when the explosion happened, he killed his father.
That was his final one.
Yeah, but it's referred to in the second game as well.
Yeah.
So like back and forth. So there's the whole like not revenge quest per se, but he's definitely up there for it. But it pretty much brings to a conclusion towards the back end of the story for Miles there. So he finds his inner peace, and so does Peter in a way, doesn't he?
Yeah. That's what I like. That's what I like Miles. The Spider-Man Miles Morales game because it gives Miles that extra character development, and I understand why we did that as well because we do focus on because Miles is a brand new character in this game. Well, he's not a brand new character, but it's the first time we've ever not the first time we've seen, but first time he's been properly done in a game like him just being in the background or just being there. Like you actually get a bit more depth to the character, and you get that actual character development within the Miles Morales game, and it shows. It does show in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
it really does because the Miles Morales is all about Miles Morales worrying how he can live up to be like Parker. Because he absolutely respects Peter Parker, respects his duties as Spider-Man, and he wants to be just like him. But in Miles Morales, you see him struggle, you see him emotionally like distraught and everything like that, because it turns out his best friend was the villain in it. Sorry, spoiler alert, Tom. I know you've not played it, but I'm assuming you know the storyline.
Well, I've already played Spider-Man 2, so I feel like it probably would have come up already, like here and there, or little nods.
Yeah. He's lost his father, he's lost his faith, he's lost his best friend, and you see him proper struggling and everything, and at the end of the game, he grows to become his own Spider-Man and not be like Peter Parker. That's why he changes his costume and does his own costume, because it's his own Spider-Man. And I think that's really, really cool. I think it's a really, really good story, and I like in Spider-Man 2 how you can switch between them and play as either Peter Parker or Miles Morales. I mean, obviously there are select story missions where you are locked in either as Peter Parker or locked in as Miles Morales. But in free roam, generally you can just switch out, and each have their own unique collectibles and side missions as well, which I think is pretty cool. So it's just nice based rather than playing Street Fighter.
And even though it's a sequel game, both characters still go through their own like growth in a way throughout the entirety of the game, which is really good. Because you see it with Miles, like you said.
You see massively with Miles, yeah, because you've got to remember, Peter Parker in the games, Peter Parker has been doing this like 20 odd years.
But it all just literally falls down pretty much on Peter throughout the entirety of this game, because you've got the whole situation with Harry. He's dying essentially.
Yeah.
He comes back and then he's literally relying on the symbiote to save him.
Yeah.
And instead it just corrupts him and turns him into a monster. And then there's the whole thing with MJ. And
where she can scream, I quite enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was a really unexpected twist. I think everyone was happy to see that.
I think everyone was happy to see Scream, yeah. I feel like it didn't last that long though. I mean, I would have liked to face off against both Venom and Scream in like the final encounter, rather than making it a bit excessive. Yeah, it would have been, but I mean, I feel like it would have been a bigger and better boss fight rather than Scream just being like a little nod. It made a bigger character and a bigger threat, really.
But then again, it doesn't. Doing it that way, would it not just diminish like Venom in terms of his power? Because it still took 2 Spider-Men to technically bring him down.
True.
So.
And a little help from Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Not much, but yeah.
So.
Where do you stand on the Mary Jane sections? I mean, I've heard a lot of people just complain about them. Me personally, I quite like them.
Well, I do like my stealth games and stuff like that. So, like those sequences where you have to sneak around, I don't mind them too much personally. Like, that just kind of comes natural. With like like if you play like Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell and all that kind of stuff, sneaking around, or Metal Gear games when you're sneaking around, that's normal. Yeah. Like it doesn't faze me.
Yeah, I mean, well, I've heard a lot of people call the Mary Jane sections not needed, unnecessary, boring, doesn't add to the story. It's just like, well,
she has to do something in the game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, in the comics, Mary Jane is a bit of it. Well, Mary Jane can be a bit of a badass in the comics, and she's an investigative. She's an investigative journalist as well. So she's not going to sit back. She's not going to sit by the sidelines. She was Panama Peter's having all the fun. You know, and personally, the first game, I thought it broke up the game quite a lot, where you got to play as Mary Jane, and then you had a couple of stealth sections with Miles as well before he got his power.
Yeah, before he became Spider-Man that we know.
Yeah.
That was again mainly during the what was it? Town Hall Congress or something like that when the explosion happened.
Yeah, I mean, you had to go and get some. I think they go and get some stolen medical supplies, and Rhino was about the shipping yard or something.
Yeah.
I think it was a shipyard. Because medical supplies got found or stolen or whatever. Miles goes and gets them back, and Rhino's stomping about. You have to crawl through the pipes and things like that.
Yeah.
But
it's a very bold move as well. That with like their first Insomniac's first take on the Spider-Man game, they just straight away. We're doing the Sinister Six essentially.
Yeah, I've smashed it. I mean, smashed it out of the park. I mean, Spider-Man, phenomenal. Miles Morales, absolutely brilliant, amazing, pun intended. And Spider-Man 2, I get pun intended, spectacular. And the costumes in it as well for Peter Parker, especially the first one for Peter Parker. You've got like so many references from Spider-Man being Ghost Rider to having a paper bag on his head.
Wasn't there another one where he's literally just in like his white tighties?
That was you unlock that after doing a certain mission basis.
The mask and his duds, that's it.
Yeah. It's basically you got poisoned by stalking, didn't you? So you showed that he didn't have his costume on. He was in his underwear after he came up quite with his hallucination. He was just swinging about in his underwear. So that's where that comes from. Which is quite funny, to be fair.
Yeah, and obviously you got we didn't get all the movie ones, I don't think, but we definitely got the Iron Spider. That was definitely.
We got the Iron Spider. We did get I believe we got it in both games as well. So we did get the Tom Maguire suit, and we got the Amazing Spider-Man suit as well. So we got Tom Maguire and Garfield, and we got Tom Holland's homemade suit as well. We got the original wrestler suit as well from the first Spider-Man film.
Oh yeah.
And then in the first one, which is my favourite suit, is the vintage. It's the vintage suit, and it's the original Spider-Man comic costume. And it's because in the first one we didn't do it with the second one, I don't think. But in the first one you had like powers attached to your suits, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now the vintage Spider-Man suit was my favourite suit purely because its ability was clips. So every time your ultimate is ready, you press R3 and L3. Click them and you come out with a clip like he does in the comics. It was absolutely brilliant. I'm so disappointed we didn't do that for Spider-Man 2. But we got it in the first one, so it made its appearance.
And the abilities did that. Well, what abilities we did get, like ultimates or whatever you call them?
Yeah, it was like
They varied between the two, didn't they? So.
yeah, it varied from suit to suit, which I quite like that.
But also between different Spider-Men as well.
Oh yeah, the Spider-Man 2 it did, yeah. Like, I mean, I did like one of Miles's costumes. It is my favourite Miles costume. So it is one where it's a homage to Wolverine and Deadpool.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. You've got like, yeah, I can't remember the name, but it's like Delverine Wolf, something like that. Something stupid. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's essentially the Deadpool costume, but Wolverine's mask, and it's in the classic Deadpool colours. I mean, or you can play it in the classic Wolverine colours as well. The red and the blue and yellow.
Yeah. Didn't we also get the Into the Spider-Verse costume from Miles?
Yeah, as well, yeah. And we also got the Strike Force costume.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and we got the last Spider-Man for Peter.
Of course, you have to have them. 2099 Spider-Man was
first one, I think.
Yeah, I knew it was
the costume was in the first one. Yeah, I can't remember the second. It's been a while since we've played. I'm just trying to remember memorable costumes.
Yeah, 2099 Spider-Man. That suit is something else.
Yeah,
it's cool. I like it.
Yeah, it's a completely different Spider-Man as well. So. But by the time we got the costume, now we got a little nod to 2099 Spider-Man. They're absolutely great games. Now, I'm really, really excited for Spider-Man 3 if and when it does come out, because we are planning on doing a Venom game as well, I believe.
Wasn't there talk about Silk also being a character?
It was, yeah.
Pretty prominently in Spider-Man 3.
Well, we were going to do a live. I can't remember the name. I can't remember the name of it, but we were going to do a live service game, similar to Shattered Dimensions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were going to do a live service where you got to play. You got to play Street Fighter and Miles, obviously, but it was going to include you playing as Ghost Spider / Spider Gwen, whatever she's called now. I think it's Ghost Spider she's called now. Ghost Spider, which is Gwen Stacy's Spider-Man. You can you'd be able to play Silk, Azora, Spider-Girl, Spider-Woman, Noir Spider-Man, Spider-Ham, all them. It was going to be like, it's basically going to be like, I think it was going to be like similar to Into the Spider-Verse, but as a live service game, which I thought was a really, really neat idea, because it was going to be heavily focused on co-op, co-op playthroughs.
That Spider-Man 2 didn't really go for that, to be honest. But
yeah, no, we weren't going to do it, but we're going to do it as a standalone game. That's where they were leading. That's where they were actually leading to in the actual Spider-Man games, because we were going to connect it to the Spider-Man games, but then it went and got cancelled. The reason being was because nobody wants live service games anymore. Listen, we do want live service games. We just want them done right. I mean, look at Helldivers. Biggest example. It's a live service game, and it's absolutely brilliant. And that is bringing in thousands, if not millions, of players daily.
Although they're kind of back and forth after Cyberstorm and all that.
Yeah. But there you go. You can have a good live service game if done correctly. So I reckon the Spider-Man one, it would have absolutely killed it. It would have absolutely killed it, and it would have been absolutely brilliant. That character would have seen added as well into the Spider-Lore for the Spider-Man game universe. It would have been absolutely amazing, because they are going to be setting the Wolverine game in the Spider-Man universe.
Like it's all in its own, isn't it? Insomniac.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're trying to do their own little something similar to the MCU, but their own little version of it. I think they're trying to build like an in-game universe, aren't they?
There's still a pretty solid potential that we can either get nods or maybe even a cameo from Spider-Man, because the two clearly have
a history, yeah.
History together. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see that. I'm surprised how many different references to different characters did we get in Insomniac's game? Because you had the Avengers Tower there.
Yep, yeah. So you had the Avengers Tower, And
Did we get any X-Men references? I can't remember if we
I
did.
don't think so. I know we got we got in the first one we got a reference to Daredevil because you can find Matthew Murdock's card in one of Spider-Man's backpacks, which is one of the collectibles.
Yep.
And when you pick it up, goes this blind guy giving his card wants to say if Spider-Man ever needed a lawyer to call him, and he goes, "Wait, if he's blind, how do you know Spider-Man?" So Daredevil's in there. We see Sanctorium. We see the Sanctorium.
Oh yeah.
Sanctorium. We see that both in the first game and in the second game. Because in the second game, Black Cat steals the Wonder Platoon that starts opening portals everywhere, and then when Miles finally gets the Wonder Platoon back off Black Cat, I'm going to say Black Widow then. Black Cat, it disappears out of his hand, and a little note appears in his hand, and it says something like, "The good doctor and I were away in Nepal. Thanks for getting the wand back. Thanks for getting the wand back." And then it says Wong on the bottom of the note. So Doctor Strange and Wong have been confirmed to be in this universe, in universe, and to be active in this universe. Whereas we've not got confirmation if Matthew Murdock is still Daredevil or if he's just a lot. Because he did retire from being Daredevil at some point in the comics. But we're not sure if he's actually acting as Daredevil because we've seen no mention of him. We've just seen Nelson Murdock, which is obviously his lawyer practice, and we've got his business card.
We can also, well, since the Avengers Tower is there, we can also pretty much assume that the Avengers themselves are pretty much struggling out of the sea.
Yeah, but I wonder which version of the Avengers is going to be though, because when you take a picture, if you do actually take a picture of it using Big Parker's camera, not photo mode, if you in game and you take a picture of it using Parker's camera, you just say, Avengers Tower. I wonder where we are. Probably on the West Coast, certainly. Hinting at the West Coast Avengers, which is obviously the Avengers but on the West Coast. So it could potentially get the West Coast Avengers as well as the normal Avengers, possibly, potentially. So like cameos from like Iron Man as well himself, because obviously Avengers Tower is Stark Tower. We know that. What else was in there? There was also. We also see Danny Rand's place of business with who is the Iron Fist.
Oh yeah, yep.
So Rand Industries is confirmed. Iron Fist hasn't been confirmed, but Spider-Man and Iron Man have been seen it before. So I'm hoping we get an Iron Fist Easter egg as well as something, along with Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, because they're all the defenders of Hell's Kitchen.
It's very safe to assume they're probably present in that universe as well.
Yeah. I'm hoping the Punisher is as well, to be honest, because I do like music Punisher. I think he would be. He might be a bit. Well, Punisher is violent, but we could see potential. Even if it's like just a little nod to the Punisher or something. I don't know, like maybe like a news article or something. If you don't actually want to include him in the game,
or maybe a specific standalone game for the Defenders.
Well, I know there's a Blade one in the works.
Yes,
I don't think that's Insomniac though, is it?
No, I don't think it's Insomniac.
So it's not going to be set in the same universe, which is a shame. I'd love to see Blade in this universe because I know Spider-Man's teamed up with Blade. Well, in fact, who hasn't teamed up with Spider-Man? I think everyone has under some.
Under certain circumstances, well, a lot of different circumstances, shall I say? Yeah, Spider-Man's just made an appearance pretty much here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, he's even teamed up with his villains in the past as well. Like Morbius, Venom. I think actually classed as villains are more anti-heroes now because there's always like a fine line between them, isn't there? Like they're villains to Spider-Man, but sometimes their goal isn't always. Well, it depends which version of Venom we're talking about. If we're talking Eddie Brock Venom, the original Venom, yes, villain. Well, if we're talking someone like Agent Venom, which is Flash Thompson, which is, if you recognise the name, yes, that was Peter Parker's bully in school. He ends up being bonded with Symbiote and becomes Agent Venom and starts working for S.H.I.E.L.D.
Or in this case, in the Insomniac's version, it was Harry Osborn who became Venom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Odd choice.
They'll go with it. Literally just straight to being.
Straight to being Venoms. I mean, I thought we would have gone down the Green Goblin route, to be honest. Well, unless that's coming next, maybe.
They are alluding to that because obviously Norman Osborn now is pretty much going to be on a bit of a revenge path, isn't he? Or like because he blames
Spider-Man.
or both Spider-Men for
killing Harry.
Is Harry actually dead though, or is he just comatose?
Well, he's not dead, is he? He's comatose.
Yeah. But all the same, we would blame the Spider-Man for that because they pretty much obliterated the symbiote. So it goes Harry's only lifeline, more or less. So.
Yeah. Well, we know we went to see. Well, we know we went to see Doc Ock, and Doc Ock refused to give up Spider-Man's secret identity, which I was surprised about, to be honest, because Doc Ock knows who Spider-Man is. So I wonder why he's still protecting Peter Parker.
I think it's just because of the relationship they had before. I guess Doc Ock still just has kind of some kind of respect for him, more or less. Like they were like close, really close when the original game. Like both out for the same goal. It's just like Doc Ock got manipulated along the way, probably by
his arms.
Yeah. And obviously, when you strip that away,
he's still a bit, but brilliant. But he's still a brilliant mind at the same time. But anyway, But I'm glad we started the fight in the Sandman, and then I'm glad we ended up fighting the Lizard and the Sewers as well. That was quite fun. So I was hoping, you can't have a Spider-Man game not fighting against the classic villains, can you? Let's face it.
The Lizard. Yeah, when we got to that one, at that point, Spider-Man was fully embracing the black suit, wasn't he? During that, so it's like he was on a bit of a rage path almost.
Yeah.
So it was pretty intense.
What's the problem with the Venom symbiote? It corrupts the host.
Well, I guess he didn't really take it willingly, though, did he? Because he was dying and the suit saved him. Because it went from Harry straight to him. So.
Well, but after being bothered with him, it wants obviously Parker back because of the power, and then that ended up with their version of the anti-Venom suit, which is really, really cool.
But we have to talk about the battle that you have at Town Square, when a little segment of the game where you actually play as Venom. Craven the Hunter.
Yeah,
that is insane.
Amazing.
That's so good.
I'm going to call up Craven so early as well.
Well, if anyone could pretty much do it with ease, it probably will be Venom.
Yeah, I get that, but I would have liked to see Craven return. I really would have liked to see Craven return. Because, because if we aren't going down the Sinister Six route, Craven was a member of the Sinister Six at some point in time, and there's been multiple different rosters, so you can pretty much pick and choose which members you want, I guess. But
I think they've just switched up the roster a little bit with every iteration of the Sinister Six in different universes, haven't they?
Like same with any teams like the Avengers, the X-Men, like those rosters change constantly. You've still got your core members, but they always change. You always change constantly. And again, depending on which multiverse you're in. Look forward to it, and the Spider-Man 3 could be really, really good. I mean, I'm hoping we do a full, because we now introduced Venom. I'm hoping we do a full symbiote storyline, so we can include that'll be proper anti-Venom, Scream, Lasher, all them.
It'll be interesting because pretty much where the story left off, there could be remnants of the symbiote still out there.
Yeah. And we haven't.
So we took it out entirely. So.
But we saw Cletus get his symbiote, but we didn't see him become Carnage. So I'm hoping we get Carnage.
Yeah, that was was it an expansion or was it just another set of missions? There was something like
it was a side mission.
Side missions. Okay, so it wasn't like an add-on. I don't think Spider-Man 2 really got many. The first one got a few.
Yeah, because you get in the first one, DLC, but one of the DLCs was Black Cat.
Yeah, it looks like and then those with Hammerhead, was it?
Hammerhead, yeah. Hammerhead, another classic villain.
Boys, fun time. Oh, of course. Right when Insomniac kicked it off with Spider-Man, there was the fight against the Kingpin in the tower. That was a very good, interesting start to the game.
Yeah, who better to kick off than the King of Crime? There's a reason why it's called the King Tin.
Just it was a very interesting first choice for villain for Spider-Man to literally be right at the start of the game, like wasting no time, just
got straight into it. Yeah, obviously.
yeah.
I mean, it was so refreshing to see that. It's so refreshing to see that we didn't have to go back through the origin story. We get the origin story of Spider-Man. Don't do the origin story. We know. We know Uncle Ben got killed. We know great power comes with great responsibility. We know we know he got bit by a radioactive spider. We know he had to live with his aunt May. We know he got bullied at school. You know, we know all that. So it was quite good just to see that boom get into it. He's been Spider-Man 20 odd years. He's been after the Kingpin for years. We finally got him. Let's go. Okay, swung straight into action. There you go. It's alright, done. So you already know Spider-Man's backstory, so why do it multiple times? Just annoying.
Recent entries from Spider-Man, though, they have kind of skipped over it. I mean, you didn't
Thank
do
God.
it with Tom Holland, did you?
No.
And you didn't do it with Insomniac Spider-Man, so.
Yeah. Right, so, moving on. Moving on. Who would you like to see in Spider-Man 3?
Good question.
Apart from the symbiotes, because we've already just discussed Spider-Man and Carnage, Flasher, Scream, all that.
I probably would have said Carnage because it's kind of left a little bit unconcluded.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I would assume they'd do carry that on, obviously. I mean, it was going to be a planned deal. I think it was going to be a planned DLC, I think, and then they just scrapped it, decided to put it into a full game somewhere later down the line, I think. I think I read that. So I read that somewhere.
I'm trying to remember if we've actually had like, because we had the Sinister Six. We've not had Shocker yet, have we?
Yeah, I've had Shocker.
Oh, we have.
First game.
Right.
Chasing through New York after we robbed the bank.
Oh yeah. That was also kind of the same sort of thing as well. After in the original Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
When it was something acquired Spider-Man, it's kind of the same thing. Robs the bank and then you're chasing him through the subway system.
Yeah. I've seen Shocker.
Well, he was in the first and the second one. Yeah, he was in the second one too, right? Where you team up with Black Cat to take him down.
Yeah.
I remember. What villains have we missed?
Tell you who I'd like to see. Hydro Man.
Oh yeah, blimey. That's a throwback. I've not heard that name in a while.
Exactly. I think it'd be really interesting to see. And he does have a thing for Mary Jane as well, so
Oh. Bit of a love triangle there. Gonna make it intense.
I'm not really sure with the Spider-Man villains here, aren't you?
Yeah, because most of them have already been done. And the only other ones I can think of are the main candidates like the Green Goblin, but that's clearly the obvious direction that they're going. So that's the only really other major villain I really think they can throw at Spider-Man. Because everyone else is kind of going to be.
Got the spot. Got the spot.
Me too.
Do you remember the spot?
Vaguely. Very vaguely.
He's covering his spot. So I'll explain who the spot is. He's covering his spot. There was an accident. He was experimenting with, I think it was black holes or something like that. It was black hole. It was dark matter and black holes. Anyway, the experiment goes wrong. Explodes onto him. He ends up getting a suit out of it, and he ends up with like these spots on his body. And what he can take them off and throw mini black holes and use them as portals to travel from places to places. But if he leaves them out for too long or unchecked, he can grow into a massive black hole and suck everything into it. So
walking disaster.
Yeah. Well, it'll make for a quite interesting fight. Yeah. Well, just Spider-Man just swinging his fist and then.
Right.
Spot just throws a portal, he ends up punching himself.
Oh God, come on, imagine that. Just trying to swing it then.
Yeah.
Maybe like that.
We'd have so much fun with that hospital.
It'd be like that scene from No Way Home when he's just like swinging.
Yeah, but that's so much fun with that boss ball. There you go. Spider-Man 3, get the spot in there for a side boss battle. I reckon it'd be dead fun. There you go, sorted. Insomniac. You're welcome.
I think things with the Kingpin just really kind of died down after that first set of the game. We step up brought back up again in the second game, so I'm curious, like if he was to come back in a way.
Well, he could get broke out of jail.
again.
Potentially, by no fault, because he's already on Sea Black Hawk, hasn't he? So.
Yeah. Oh, we have one. Doc Ock, Kingpin, Goblin. That pretty much could be how it all kicked off. Like, oh, look, and I've got break out on the raft or something like that. Oh, there you go.
Again.
Go down, catch them all. Oh yeah, again. That did happen.
Can't do Mysterio because Mysterio's retired.
Indoor.
Yeah. No, well, in the Spider-Man game, remember, he's retired. He's created. He's
used
these illusions for a theme park, isn't he?
Yeah, he was.
For a theme attraction, for a theme park attraction, which I thought was really interesting to be fair. I mean, what? Yeah. Well, what does a supervillain do once he's retired from crime? Creates a theme park attractions, apparently. We've also got Tombstone worked as a mechanic on the go-kart.
Oh yeah, it's just like a super villain carnival, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like loads of them. Yeah, I like quite a few more Spider-Mans you can fill in, but I'll tell you what, interesting. Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four film. Because Spider-Man was part of the Fantastic Four for some point. I think it was when.
Yeah, it's the bit kind of up there with money.
Yeah. I think he took Johnny Storm's spot in Fantastic Four at some point or another, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it appears that way. Looking at the book on there.
Yeah. Right. Moving on. We shall move on to Mikey's Mind.
We're at that point already, man.
Yeah, we're at that point already. So yeah. Well, to be fair, before we get on to Mikey's Mind, if you let us know what you'd like to see in Spider-Man 3. Like, let us know what characters, villains, possible team-ups you'd like to see. Just for a bit of fun, throw me down in the comments below. I'd be interested to see what you come up with. And would you like to see the spot? Alright, moving on to Mikey's Mind. As always, Mikey's Mind, fun questions. Join in at home, let us know your answers down in the comments. Play it with your friends, play it with your family, just for a bit of a laugh. I reckon it'll go down well, especially if they're Spider-Man fans. It'll go down well, this one. Right, so.
Yeah, this has been a fun one to talk about. So.
Yeah, it really has, yeah. You've had a lot of fun with Spider-Man.
That's not Mary Jane.
Mary Jane, okay. Mary Jane, Black Cat, or Gwen Stacy?
Black Cat.
Black Cat. Venom or Carnage?
Venom.
Green Goblin or Hobgoblin?
Green Goblin.
Green Goblin, okay.
All the originals.
The Rhino or the Lizard?
Probably going to stay on Lizard.
Lizard. Shocker or Sandman? Sandman. J. Jonah Jameson or Robbie Robertson?
J. Jonah Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson. Parker! Who would that's an interesting one. Apart from Optic Venom, who would you like to see as the main villain in Spider-Man 3?
Ooh, aside from
like Venom or Carnage. Because they're going to be in it, that's going to be a given, they're going to be in it.
Well, the only other, probably Green Goblin.
Green Goblin, yeah.
Just because he's a character that just has that sort of menace to him. Like, when he goes, like, all on. Like, Willem Dafoe's performance of the character, if that's anything to go off, then yeah, have that kind of energy against Spider-Man every time.
Yeah, and another one, yeah. Apart from Peter, Miles, and Mary Jane, what unplayable characters would you like to see?
Ooh, would it be interesting if we actually had a segment in the game where we would play as like Black Cat or something like that?
Oh, I'm glad you said that because that's what I was thinking as well. Because when I saw the DLC, it was something I saw in the first game with the DLC. I thought we were going to get to play as Black Cat.
That's my
way of thinking. Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be. But no, you just chase her in Alpha, don't you? So that's a shame. But I'd like to play as Black Cat. I think that's a really, really good one. I mean, it makes sense. What happened when she went to France? That could be its own storyline. Because she goes to France in Spider-Man 2. That's why she needed to win the button.
Yep, that's why she gone.
Yeah, because ex-girlfriend was her girlfriend was in trouble, so Black Cat is back to the other team now, apparently. I think so. Obviously Peter Parker must have just put her up low. Because this is after Peter Parker and her dating. So Black Cat is.
I'm not entirely sure that Peter Parker was the problem though, because I'm pretty sure during that those missions where she appeared, she pretty much lied to his face saying that she had a son or something like that. She had a child, didn't she?
Yeah. But in Tavern 2, she said she had a girlfriend. So, and she's also in the game. In the game, she's also already Bart's ex-girlfriend. And Mary Jane does not. And Mary Jane knows that she's Peter's ex-girlfriend as well. So.
Yeah, there was a bit of
Bit-
Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah,
Between the three.
yeah, there was a bit back and forth, wasn't there? Because you're chasing her as Miles out, weren't you? So, because like she went to Miles instead of going to Peter because she didn't want to get Peter involved in Black Cat again.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's fun though. And so yeah, so I would what happened there, because I think have it as in someone says, or maybe have it as like post-launch content or something, or just have it as like a side mission with switch between Black Cat and what Peter Parker or whatever. Because she does go to Paris, well, about a girlfriend, so.
Here's a fun question. Because we did have the segment in the game where we played as Venom, would there be another villain that you would want to play, do you think?
Carnage.
Not straight up, straight in there.
Carnage, I mean, we've got to play as Venom, so why not give us Carnage to play as?
Fair enough. So, I mean, technically, if you play like some of the older Spider-Man games, you got to replay the entire original campaign as Green Goblin.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
It's Tobey Maguire's first Spider-Man game.
And moving on to the last question.
Yes, I sidetracked.
So, well, I saw this question earlier today, and I thought it was going to be a really cool question to ask. You were offered £1 million, but to claim it, you must enter the longest game you played, stay there, and survive for a year. Can't really listen to mine.
Last full game I ever sat down and played properly was Resident Evil. You know this.
No, but it's the last video game you played, so.
Oh no, I played a bit of COD this morning.
Well, there you go. You're stuck in Call of Duty for a year.
I was stuck in the dark ether for a year. No.
Did you survive it?
Probably not.
No. Okay. Have fun with the dark ether there.
Yeah, I was just playing a bit of Ashes of the Damned this morning. So.
There you go. Right, it's your turn to ask me. Ask me. Well, I say ask me. You're rich.
Okay.
Losing the plot.
MJ or Gwen?
She was Parker Frederick. Not Mary Jane.
I know that, but I think just everyone associates with Mary Jane more. I think the Amazing Spider-Man is the only one I really use Gwen Stacy in recent years. Black Cat or Silk?
Gotta go Black Cat. I mean, I do like Silk, but Black Cat, man.
Green Goblin or Hobgoblin?
Hobgoblin. I found him more fun in the the 90s cartoons. I found him more fun.
Venom or Carnage?
Carnage, because he's psychotic. And I find that interesting.
Let there be Carnage. Okay, Rhino or the Lizard?
Gotta go Rhino. I just love the guy. I just love the idea of a guy in a Rhino costume.
Or a big Rhino suit if you're in the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, that one. Because they hyped it up that he was going to face 3 Spider-Man villains all in one go, and Rhino really got the shot in the stick.
Yeah, and then the next one got cancelled.
Yay.
So nothing ever became of it.
The Shocker or Sandman?
Shocker.
Okay. J. Jonah Jameson or Robbie Robertson?
Got to J. Jonah. I mean, I like Robbie Robertson. I can't even say his name now. I like Robbie, but you got to go J. Jonah Jameson and that Spider Menace. Yep. It's like he's a menace.
Okay. Who would you like to see as the main villain in Spider-Man 3?
In the main villain. Well, where is I like to see the Spot as a side villain? A bit of a fun side story boss mission type thing. But as a main villain, I mean, I feel like Venom's overdone. I feel like Carnage is overdone. I mean, let's go even wilder. Let's say Doctor Doom.
I feel like that'd be like an overall villain, not just simply a Spider-Man one.
Well, it gives him an excuse to add like more characters to well, and you can build up to it.
Be a difficult task to take on solely in a Spider-Man game if he's on his own. That's for sure. Because we've seen like Doom like kill Thanos like with ease.
But that's when he was God Emperor Doom.
Fair enough. Who would you want to see as a playable character?
Well, this was Black Cat. But I think it'd be interesting to see Daredevil.
I think that would be a good one. Yeah.
Because he's already mentioned, so we already have his business card. So why not do a little cheeky 2-3 chapter side mission to get team up with Daredevil?
That'd be a fun. Trying to think how his mechanics will work, because obviously he's blind, so it won't be able to see. But like his abilities will be like.
It'll just be radar.
I feel like vibrations, so you can probably get like pings of things that you can sense like through walls or whatever else. That'd be pretty cool, I suppose. Okay. You are offered £1 million as a payment. You must enter the last video. The shortest life expectancy in the known universe.
Yep. So I'm expecting to survive for 2 minutes. So I don't think I'll be making a year somehow.
On which front? Just curious.
Would be the bug front morning because that's where we were last. Oh no, it was the squids. We're on the squid last. Squids. We're on the squid front last, weren't we? I'd say bugs. No, squids. The Illuminate. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we did the bugs, then we switched to the Illuminate. No.
Look, the thing is though, do I have to die? Because I feel like I could survive for a year up on my destroyer.
That's such a lame way to get 1 million.
I suppose. I'd be alive for it though.
I get stuck in Raccoon City with like all the worst abominations known to mankind.
There's me just showing me Super Destroyer at AFK. Hey! Be an easy 1 million now. Just stay off Eldriders for a year. There you go.
Just don't get in the pod. Just don't get in the pod.
Yeah, just don't get in the pod. Let's go back. Let's go back to Super Earth where there's nothing being attacked. Yes. I'll be part of the fleet. I'll be part of the fleet defending Super Earth. There you go.
The automatons just reach Super Earth with their planet destroying weapon, like on that expedition.
Oh, dull. Anyway, right, so we had some fun, we had some laughs, but it must now unfortunately come to an end until next week. So, thank you very, very much for everyone for listening to us ramble on as usual. Couldn't do it without all your views, all your listens, and all your views, and all your support. And we've got to episode 16, so we're very, very grateful to everybody who listens, to everybody who comments and gets involved and everything like that. So, I'm going to say a big, big thank you. Well, we got this far without you all. And right, so if you want to go check out what we do outside of the podcast, go check out our other socials as usual. Everything's under the Gamers Guild. So that's TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. But on YouTube, it's at the Gamers Guild 25 on YouTube. So go check them out. And we also have our own independent socials as well. So this is going to be across Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube again. So mine is green _Aaron25. That's both Instagram and TikTok.
And I'm OGX. And that's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Yeah. Also on YouTube, we do have our past live streams as well. So if you want to go check them out, and just watch basically me and Tom piss it out really, and have a laugh and everything like that. Don't give yourselves a giggle. Right, we'll see you next week, everyone. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and we'll see you in the next one.
Goodbye, everyone.
Cheerio, bye all.